where the posts go in, and we're going to put up a pole barn for about $15,000. That's our goal. And I want you to take out your bulletin and see, this is the big ask. Okay, I'm asking you big today. I've already challenged our CE board, our MLT, and I'll be challenging our board this Thursday. This green sheet, I want you to take it out and look at it, please. I'm not going to ask you to turn this in today. I'm asking you to consider what God could do through you to help us build a new barn and someday a new sanctuary. We see a new barn out here. We see a new sanctuary out here. You might think, well, why do we need a new sanctuary? I'll talk about that in a minute. But we need a barn for reasons I just told you. And here's the challenge. It says in June of this year, we hope to fully fund our new barn for storing our van, truck, and other maintenance machinery. We believe this is a significant project to prepare us for a much bigger vision in the next 10 years, a new sanctuary edition. So how do we make a pole barn some spiritual challenge as an ultimate vision for our church? A barn is not a sanctuary, although Jesus was born in a barn, so to speak. And there are lots of metaphors in Scripture on bringing in the harvest. Would you prayerfully make a commitment below that reflects our faith goal of $15,000? We are not asking you to give from what you have, but prayerfully commit a gift amount by faith. In other words, what kind of commitment would you set if you knew God had to intervene for you to reach that goal? How do you set that kind of goal? By prayer. Ask God, what goal should you set for yourself to be paid by June 1st? Just 3 months away. We're going to raise this $15,000 in 3 months. And I don't like to say guarantees because I believe that this is the will of the Lord. And your board has asked us to launch this campaign. But I believe in 3 months, I don't think it will affect our budget at all. I believe we're going to give above and beyond. You see, a faith commitment says, I've prayed about this, and here's what God wants me to give. But God often says to us, I want you to give by faith, so that if you have an amount, a peace about an amount, then let God bring the resources for you to give it. I've heard many times when people have made commitments, Pastor, I'm on limited income, and I can't do this. I'm not asking you to do it. I'm asking you to ask God what He wants you to do by faith so that you can do it because He asked you to do it. If you have faith to believe it, then God will help you to take care of that. And I've heard people give testimonies. I had to give $100 a month for X number of times, and I didn't know where it was going to come from. But every month, something happened, and I was able to give it. And they fulfilled their pledge. I just ask you to go and pray about that. That's what it means to live by faith. And I believe it's practice. So in the meantime, we build new barns and new sanctuaries that someday might be torn down by somebody. But in the meantime, it's going to lead people to Christ. And I pray that when we build barns to be responsible with the things God's given us, then what does it mean to be responsible for a new sanctuary? We don't need a new sanctuary. We've got enough room right here. I'm thinking like you are. There's enough room for us. But there's not enough room when our church reaches people for Christ so that no one has to go to hell, that everyone can go to heaven. And we've got to make room. We've got to believe. And we're not going to build a sanctuary with a congregation this size. We have to believe that we're going to grow. But if we don't set our sights and say, God, give us a reason to need a sanctuary. Right? Give us a reason. Lord, I don't want to be a part of a church that's too large because I like this size. But Lord, I bring the size of a church to the altar and I say, I'm just going to give this to you because I don't want to be so comfortable in a church that people can't get into heaven. Are you with me? And whatever the thing is about us, and we live in a culture, we've got all of these temptations to be this or that. I really don't care to be a larger church. There's already a lot of work to do. But I'll tell you, I don't want to stand before the Lord someday to say, I didn't believe. I didn't believe. We'll be asking a whole different forgiveness that day. Dear friends, God wants to do something bigger and better through us. And we don't want to just be bigger. We just want to see people won to Jesus. I'll never forget. Back in the 1970s, I have to pick the right century. Back in the 1970s, I was saved. And I'll never forget the church that was big enough for me to include me. And now you. And yes, others. Finally, bring the third point home. Not only does God have a plan, not only does He provide everything for it, but He uses everyone in His plan. I love Ezra 1:3 when Cyrus says, anyone who wants to go may go. Now, realize that this is about just releasing the people. I think of Pharaoh. How hard was it for Moses to leave Egypt when Pharaoh would say, go, not go. You can go, now you can't go. This was so different. Cyrus was opening the door and says, go and be blessed by your God. You see, Cyrus later on would help another whole area in Babylon return to their worship of Marduk. That's why you need to be careful to not immortalize Cyrus at all. He wanted all religions to have what they wanted. But in the middle of that, God was fulfilling His will for His people. And He wants to do that for you and me today. Cyrus brought the blessing that he didn't even know he was bringing. He didn't know what he was doing. Ezra, the servant and high priest, came. The heads of families, it says, of Judah and Benjamin came. And then Mithridath, the treasurer, can't forget the treasurer, right? He's so practical in helping. And then Sheshbazzar, the tribe leader from Judah, and the tribe leader from Benjamin, tribe of Benjamin that's not mentioned. Friends, God wants all of us to be a part. And I pray that whatever vision God puts on our hearts to see people won to Christ, that one day we would need to build bigger barns and a bigger sanctuary. May the Lord bless us for having something in mind that all may come to faith in Christ. Would you pray? Heavenly Father, I'm taken by your word. And I know that standing before this congregation, I've put something out there, not just a silly barn that we want to build, but Lord, I believe that you want something much bigger than I could ever comprehend. Lord, I can't even see everything you want me to see, but I know you'll show it to me and us in time. I pray, Lord, that you would help us as a church to be something better than we've ever been before. We do want to be found faithful. We do want to be people of vision. So Lord, redeem us like you redeemed Israel. Redeem us. Help us as we have shrunk back and we have been without faith for too long. We want to be people of faith. Lord, I pray that the next few weeks we would just irritate each other with vision. Help us to irritate each other to say, if we don't do this, I think I'm going to die. God, give us something so much bigger that we might get our eyes off of this world and anything that would tempt us, but give us something bigger and better than we've ever had before. This is our prayer. We pray in Jesus' name.